Hey guys, welcome to Strange Suspicion. I hope everybody had a fun New Year's Eve and a very safe drive home. If you were driving, I hope everything went well for you. And we are right back at it after just one short break. Everything's great, guys. Everything's perfect. Thank you so much for all the new members. And let's get into the top 5 most sus things about this case.
Not sus, you're sus.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Order in the court.
Number 5, surviving roommates.
I think that the 5th most suspicious part of this case, guys, is the fact that there were 2 girls apparently in the house. And not only were they in the house, guys, they didn't call 911 for 8 hours. I don't know if I'm believing that one, because I am ex-army. I know what a dead body smells like. It's not pleasant.
Allegedly.
It's disgusting. And if you have 4 dead bodies in a house, you can't tell me you woke up and thought everything was fine, and then you called somebody named Hunter,
Allegedly.
who has been recorded on police body cams saying they didn't even know the people, and then later saying that he could give the people who lived there a call because he knew the owners, even though they weren't home when they were partying, him and that blonde kid. Do you guys remember this?
All behind. We're not even coming for alcohol. We're coming for the noise complaint. And then we sat here for approximately 10 minutes trying to knock on the door. No one would come to the door until these 2 gentlemen came down and actually answered the door. So.
And then after he was the guy who called 911, he then states that he's Ethan's best friend. Let me tell you something. If my best friend died, that call would have nothing to do with the unconscious person. Unconscious person breathing, cool. They'll be fine. I would be so upset about my friend. Where is this 911 call? Is it because the trial didn't start? Could be, but I don't know.
Number 4, the timeline.
The timeline. This timeline does not make sense. We heard Ethan's mother state
2 a.m. is a dark hour, I can tell you that.
Why would his mother say that? What does 2 o'clock have to do with anything? All these police officers are telling us that the timeline is like 4 a.m. Was Ethan dead before 4 a.m.? And how would his parents know that if the timeline was real? It's so strange. Wow.
Number 3, DNA evidence.
The next most sus thing in this case happens to be the DNA evidence. Touch DNA, guys, is not the same as regular DNA. Like, look, I could touch your shirt. You touch your shirt, your touch DNA is on there. Wow. There was blood found on a latex glove, guys. You know, gloves people wear when they murder people and stuff. Give tattoos, whatever you associate them with, doctors. But in this case, we would think somebody who is murdering somebody would wear the gloves. But sensibly, the police officers thought, guess what? We didn't need to test that one. And what was the garbage sitting out there for? Why was the couch still there? Isn't there a picture of Loach on the couch?
Number 2, the house demolished.
Obviously, the demolition comes up to the top of the list at number 2. And the reason for that is, there's no case. There's no jury. Where's the jury gonna go to look at these things? It's just like imaginary in their mind. They're not allowed to, they can look at some FBI diagram that was made. I'm not sure a diagram would explain to me how this happened, because I still don't understand how this happened. I'd have to see where Dylan claims the guy walked by her. I'd have to see and hear in Bethany's room. What kind of sense does any of that make?
Number 1 sus thing about this case.
And number one, guys, the number one most sus thing, in my opinion, of this whole case is what the hell is Brian doing there? Like, Brian has no connection to him. There's Hunter, there's David Loach, there's David B, there's Demetrius, there's Emma, there's police officer that was having an affair with Kaylee.
Allegedly.
Brian was driving around. Don't any of you drive around? Leave a comment down below if you drive around. Aimlessly sometimes. And I would hate to be blamed for something like that. All these sus things, guys. I don't know what's gonna happen. Do you think it'll be a mistrial?
Bonus sus moments too good not to mention. Susgang.
The hoodie guy. I believe him to be Jack or John Showalter. I'm not sure. I've heard both names. Jack Showalter is standing at the grub truck. As he's standing at the grub truck, he is standing probably 5-7 feet behind Maddie and Kaylee, just watching them do their thing. Looked kind of like he was gonna like escort them, make sure they got wherever they were going safely. But we did recall the conversation, right? Where Kaylee said, Maddie, what did you tell Adam?
What did you say to Adam? Like, I told Adam everything.
He said they're gonna get you. Or maybe he said they're gonna kill you. But this guy, where's his subpoena at? Who is he talking about? It is allegedly the only audio from that night from one of the victims. Who is this guy? Why was he cleared? I don't get it. This kid knows what's going on. I mean, crazy. Thank you again for joining me in the premiere. If you're here right now at 4:20 or at any time you decide to watch this, I really appreciate everything, guys. The comments, the likes, the shares are incredible. You guys are sharing these videos. It's crazy. Feel free to use the hashtag #SusGang and feel free to use the hashtag #StrangeSuspicion. I will see you all on Monday at 4:20 as always. That's our time, guys.